Hello everyone. As you can see, I have a new speed paint, and as you can hear, I have a voice. Yes, this is my first time recording audio for a speed paint. As you can see, I am drawing two characters, me, and they may be new to you. If you followed my old account, Peekapoo181, you may recognize these two. You'll be like, oh yeah, the twins. Explain. I had this old account, as I explained on my profile. I had a series that was about romance. I don't believe it had a name. It was just kind of romance, wow, love. It's just an excuse to write fluff pieces, basically. But one of the couples, out of like the several ones I had two twin daughters, and those were Ashley and Matilda, and I am drawing them here for you today. More so a redesign. Can't really see it. I have a reference picture of like the old thing, and it was like, hey, and I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, hey Evelyn, it would be an amazing idea if you took those old pictures and you made them good, you made them better. And I said, you know what, brain, that's a good idea. So I went and did that, and that is what you're looking at today. So I guess I'll start by explaining more so what the series is about. It's kind of like my Six Friends series in the fact that it is based in real life. Like a lot of my stories aren't, they're just kind of like supernatural or like real life, but no, this is purely life circumstances in the sense of real life rules, physics, laws, etc. And the main premise, it was just like all these characters going around in their life and they had romance ideas. I am considering redoing it, not only because I worked a lot. I worked really hard on these characters and I may or may have not gotten attached to them, but also like I said, when I owned Peekapoo181, I was like a preteen, so like I was like 11 or 12. Now that I'm older and I have kind of like new outlooks on romance and like new ideas and like new ways to develop things and just a more experienced writer in general, I would like to redo it. You can see I start with Ashley and Matilda. It was just a random draw. I just happened to get them. So they are the twins. They don't have any romances because they're like 10. The first romance I ever had was two characters, Mayflower and Benny. And this was like first. One who's like smiley and happy and has like curly hair and wears a purple sweater. But she is Ashley. And the other one's Matilda. And they are the twin daughters of Mayflower and Benjamin. You can call him Benny. And in Mayflower and Benny's story, I don't want to go too deep into it because I'll have the speed paints for those two. But basically, college romance, get pregnant in college, oh noes. So they came out and they were like, there's a whole story arc of Mayflower dealing with them because, you're in college, but you also have two kids to deal with now. I've been considering giving them like their own little thing. It wouldn't be romance, obviously, but it just kind of be like all those kid shows you see, like something along the lines of like Harvey Beaks or like Ed, Edd and Eddy, or like, Clarence, just like about a bunch of kids hanging out, doing fun stuff, and they get joy from that. I'm trying to think of like what's more to tell about them because they are kid characters and there's only so much characterization you can give to them. They do have pretty basic stuff. I'm trying to remember from what I put to them back then because I haven't really touched them for like a solid year, even more, like a year and a half. Wow, I've grown. Ashley's like the more social for a 10-year-old one, and she's like happy. And compared to her sister Matilda, she's not as academic as Matilda. She's more socially focused. If you couldn't catch that, she probably has an easier time making friends. She probably has an easier time hanging out. Working on Matilda, she's more shy. She's more book smart. She wears glasses and has a ponytail. They're 10 years old. It's very basic archetypes, but they're still there. I'd probably add like some more characterization. Maybe after like the initial series launch, if you guys were interested, I'd do like teen years and they're all old now. Haha. But that's just an idea I had. It's nothing permanent. I guess I could talk about the redesigns a bit. I've kept the color scheme for the most part. I've always stood by that I've been pretty good at color schemes. They've never really needed a lot of changing. You can't see it now because I haven't started coloring, but spoiler alert, I guess to give Ashley more of a cooler color scheme, but also more feminine color, so she has more like purples and pinks on her, while Matilda has the warmer one. She has green. And I know that's not a warm color, but it's like a It's lime green, so it's warmer compared to the other greens. It's not like a forest green. Also, Ashley has like a little skirt and like little boots, while Matilda just has leggings and flats. Ashley has a bit more of a detailed outfit, in my opinion, in the sense of like there's more parts to it, there's more accessorizing, while Matilda's just kind of like, I'll get my leggings and flats on, and my vests, and I'm all set. I think, in my opinion, their parents would probably be there for the most part. I guess you'd say they'd be old-fashioned by today's standards. I know, like, by the time of recording this, parents are very protective and like observant of their children. It's like all eyes on them at all time, but I feel like they'd be more old school in the sense of like maybe 70s or 80s parenting, just kind of let the kids occupy themselves, keep check on them, make sure everything's all right with them, and you're all good. As you can see, I kept some of like the cute little contrasting things because they're twins. Ashley has like straight bangs and a curly ponytail, while Matilda has like curly bangs and a flat ponytail. One thing I wish I did is I forgot to give Matilda a low ponytail while Ashley has a high one. They both have high ponytails at the end, and I wish I had fixed that, and it annoys me. But I guess, that's just all part of being artists live and learn. Ask you guys now, would you prefer the high ponytail? You'll see in the first art at the beginning, her low ponytail, so you have to tell me what you prefer. Other cute twin things, I guess Ashley wears a skirt, Matilda wears leggings. One's book smart, one's very kind of popular, I guess Liv and Maddie-esque, except it's not Disney Channel trash. I'm sorry anyone who likes Liv and Maddie, but it's the truth. They both have black hair, like their father, Benjamin. He has very like jet black hair. If I had to say, if any of you are really interested in that nice lore of Evelyn's world, I'd have to say that probably Matilda acts more like her mother. I feel like her mother's a bit more like, shy and reserved, but like very open when you get to know her, while Ashley's a bit more like her dad, like very open and happy to everyone, but he kind of shuts people out a bit, like he doesn't let them know everything. Not out of like spite or anything, just kind of how he is. There's not a lot else to talk about, so I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else to mention. I did change the color of Matilda's glasses from like that obnoxious purple color. I had this weird thing, like this weird paint program when I was a kid. I thought I could only use the colors that were given to me in like using the paint wheel. No, I had a Mac growing up, and I still, as you can see, that's what I'm using now. But so I didn't have like MS Paint. Do you Mac users, do you know what paintbrush is? It's like MS Paint, but worse. I know that sounds impossible, like, oh, how could it be worse? It's worse, trust me. As you can see, I'm not using that now. There are other like little redesign elements, like I kind of changed their poses to be less stiff. You can see in the original, like I did with Matilda, I did the whole hands behind her back thing. Also, they had tiny, I want to say I was trying to copy someone's style, because that sounds like something I did. I guess I wouldn't say that I was style confused in the sense of I was ripped between two paths. I was style confused in the sense of I kept ripping other people's styles off, and I was like, this is what I'm doing now. But now, I kind of have my own thing going on. I like to think I'm a strong, independent woman. That was a horrible joke. And yeah, as you can see, I've taken like some details out. Like I made her vest more detail oriented. Also, Ashley had like a little tiara thing in the original. I took that out. I felt like that. I made the rest of her outfit a little too busy, so I was like, do we really need the tiara? I changed Matilda's socks from that like hideous orange color to a more universal green, because her top's green. It all fits together. I noticed a lot of the colors in the original were a bit too saturated, again, probably because I was like, oh, I'm limited to the colors I was given. Haha. So as you can see, I made them a little bit less saturated. They're more like, they're not as bright in your face. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and just enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Bye.